Tonight we're going to talk about the fight between Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison Jr. This was the rematch. This was a tremendous fight tonight. We saw ebbs and flow, great boxing strategy, great ring generalship. But in the end, we saw Jermell Charlo with a stunning 11th round knockout. Early in this fight, you could see the anger in both fighters coming out. Jermell Charlo was throwing everything, throwing haymakers, throwing everything he could from the streets on Tony Harrison. He knocked him down in the second round with a beautiful hook. But after that, something changed in Tony Harrison. Instead of him boxing, he sat in the pocket. And I'm talking about Tony Harrison fought a tremendous fight in the pocket, using his boxing skills, using his straight punches. He was mixing it up, going on top, going underneath, hitting with some beautiful body shots. And you could see Charlo fighting back. But I thought Harrison had the perfect boxing strategy at that point. Charlo kept digging in. You know, he kept moving around. And the thing about this match is it was almost like the exact opposite of the first match. You saw Charlo on the outside boxing, going in and out, throwing punches, and Harrison being the aggressor in the fight. We saw that Harrison was extremely confident after feeling his power in the second round. And what I think happened in this fight, after he thought that Charlo shot his wide, he said, hey, I could deal with this guy's punching power. So he sat in the pocket, throwing punches. He even started playing around with Charlo, which I thought was showing his overconfidence. And it showed up, I believe, in the 11th round. I think it was times in this fight where it was excellent for Tony Harrison to be in the pocket, using those skills. But Harrison also should have used more of his outside boxing skills. Harrison did not need to mix it up as much as he did. But as we saw on the cards after the fight, Charlo was up on 2 cards, I believe, by 1 point. Even though I thought Harrison was controlling the action by sitting in the pocket. But that gave Charlo the opportunity in the 11th round to hit him with that tremendous hook. And that was the same hook he got hit with in the second round. And in the second, he came over top with the right hand. But the only reason why he had that opportunity in the 11th round, because of Tony Harrison's overconfidence. You saw 3 times with him showboating in the ring, and at one time he was acting like, oh, well, you don't have any power. But eventually, Charlo hit him with that power, with that left hook. Then he goes, takes him down in 11. He gets back up, gets him up against the ropes, combinations, knocks him down. This is what happens in fights like this. Harrison had to take this man's power seriously once he knocked him down in the second round. He believed that Charlo had nothing else for him, and he had to find out the hard way in the 11th round when he lost his title. Charlo backed up everything he said. There were many people saying that Tony Harrison was inside of Charlo's head. But this young man, Charlo, took this fight serious. You saw no showboating from Charlo. Charlo finished him off like a champion. And now Charlo possibly could look toward the J. Rock Williams in that next fight coming up if he defends his title in an ultimate unification bout to get the unified belts for all 3 divisions. And we know the guy over on DAZN got the other belt. But tonight was a great fight. And Tony Harrison is still, right now, in the mix. Because he is a former champion. He did fight an excellent fight. He won the last fight. So no means is Harrison out of the mix in that division. But tonight, Jermell Charlo kept his cool. He waited his time out in the 11th round. He finished this guy off like a champion. This is how boxing is. You must fight 12 rounds, and when you get to the highest levels of boxing, all that showboating is not needed. There's only one Floyd Mayweather, okay? And he won't even showboat like that, depending on what quality of opponent he is, because any little mistake, and you could lose your belt. In the 11th round, Tony Harrison lost his belt. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and share this video.